Well, I was born and raised in Long Beach, California. I have two older sisters. One played basketball at Long Beach Poly in Long Beach for 4 years. My dad played at Long Beach State in Syracuse. Also played overseas for about 15 years. One of the top players in the country in high school All-American. Uh, that's pretty much my family background, myself. No, I've always been basketball. I grew up in gyms with my dad and everything like that, so I was pretty set on playing basketball. Yeah, coaches, when you walk around school, you see you tall or something like that. So like football coaches at the schools definitely ask. When I was at Sierra Canyon, they asked me to play what was lacrosse 1 year. So yeah, a couple of times, different little things. Track. So yeah. From early age, like I said, just being in the gym with him all the time, and at the end of his pro career, I would just be there, just watching. It's always involved. So I kind of just grew into it, like it was just natural. For me, I'm a really big guard, about 6'7" at the combo, 1-2. So I can score the ball all three levels. Great pace to my game. Length, I have a lot of length used on defense, rebound, things like that. So all around player, pretty much get to the rim, shoot it mid range threes. Just I feel like I have a complete package in terms of scoring. Last time I measured, I was 6'7" with shoes on, like basketball shoes on.
Hmm.
I'm about 190 right now, probably 190, and my wingspan's like 6'10" and a half, something like that. For me, I'm usually, the leader of the team and, the main scorer, things like that. So I feel like leadership wise, I need to be more vocal and be able to, make my teammates better in every sense of the game a little bit more. Just be more of a leader. Me, I just kind of, I guess I would say I lead by example. Uh, I just do my thing and I hope everybody else follows. I'm not as vocal as I should be, I feel like. So I'm gonna be a little more vocal and, encourage guys more for sure this upcoming year. I think I can go both ways. It just depends. I feel like I'm just kind of in between. I can be with my friends or people and just be active and socially, or I can just be myself. So either way, underrated aspects of my game. Probably definitely my playmaking skills and ability. My vision for sure. I last year I got pegged a lot as a scorer and wasn't able to show my full ability to pass and things like that. So I feel like my playmaking is very underrated in terms of yeah. Me, I've just been in the gym working out. I haven't played since my high school season. Um, I haven't played any AU. I just been in the gym just getting better. I took a little break for about a while. Just got back in there this whole week. I've been grinding, so just trying to get back into things as things starting to open up. A lot of jump shots, a lot of threes. You watch the NBA now. That's what the guys are doing. So all the dudes with size and length, all that, all on the perimeter shooting. So just a lot of off the dribble, on the catch, just getting a lot of shots up. Well, I've been playing with Coach Jay since I was in the fourth grade. So he's definitely taught me a lot over the years. He's still my guy to this day. So, I mean, just coaching me and being around him, training, he's helping me with my feel, my ball handling, getting to spots, knowing where my spots are, shooting, things like that. So he's a definitely a great coach. He's big on just staying in the lab and just keep working. Like he's just big on not like telling you not to be content. And it don't matter who you are or who you think you are, you always got to get better and work harder. No, not as much. I was when I was in like maybe May, June. I was training with another trainer named Olin Simplis, and I was training with a lot of different guys, a lot of his pro college guys every day. Uh, so you had Nikhil Alexander Walker from the Pelicans. We would always play pickup things like that. Mie Oni from the Utah Jazz would play with us. That's and then we had a bunch of college guys. Jaron Lucas, Oregon State; Gianni Hunt, Oregon State; Dexter. I don't know how to say his last name, Akanamo or something, Marquette. So just a lot of high level guys I was just in the gym with every day. Oh yeah, yeah, plenty, plenty. They were always on me tough. They didn't give me no breaks. We used to play ones, pick up everything. They didn't take it easy on me at all. So they always give me advice and tell me what I can get better at or what I need to do. It definitely boosts my confidence because just playing against those type of guys, those type of guards, just show me that if I keep working, I can definitely get to my dreams, and my dreams are reality for sure. So. Oh, he works hard. Like he's in the gym every day. Same, for NBA player, you know how a lot of NBA guys kind of go through the motions with the workout sometimes, just kind of, get shots up or chill. He's in the lab every day going full on hardcore. So I just learned that no matter where you get to, you just gotta keep working as hard as you were when you didn't have anything. And also with him, he just had a crazy like feel and touch around the basket with his floaters and finishing moves. And he's a real big guard. So, in high school, at the high school level, you can get to the rim and just kind of lay it up or just get an easy dunk or something like that. He just taught me that, you got when you get in there, it's 6'10", 6'11", 7 foot. So you got to have left hand hook, right hand hook, floaters, things like that. So ever had a guard. One day, Spencer Dinwiddie was there, and he was working out, and coach just told me to stay back after my workout to kind of like guard him and like use me as like a practice, dummy, whatever. So I was guarding him, and I couldn't stay in front of him. He had the quickest first step I've ever seen in my life, for sure. He would just hesitate and then just go. I would be at the 3 point line. He'd be dunking the ball. It was crazy. Hey, you were high school? I mean, usually it's just when I'm playing against older guys. Like when I was like in the eighth grade, I had to play against like Josh Christopher and stuff like that, and he's like 2 or 3 years ahead of me. So just like that, no one in my class necessarily. I haven't had any like huge matchups in my class where I really struggle with. Just older guys. Well, I think I'm the best player in the West Coast in my class. I, uh, I definitely do. I'm up there. So I mean, of course, with the mentality I have, you'd have to think that. A couple good guys, I would say you got Trey White. That's my boy, he's a very good player. You got obviously Kajani Wright and big Dylan Andrews guard. So what else we got? Um, Sky Clark was here last year. I grew up with him. We played together a lot when we were little. Um, who else is my coach? That's all I can think of right now. I can't even think about anybody else. There's a lot of underrated guys out here though for sure. There's a lot of guys that just haven't been on the Nationals radar that if they were up there or got the opportunity to be, they definitely show out. Best five guys in my class. It's a guard heavy class. I don't even know if I could personally say, I'm not an analyst or anything, but let's. I gotta go. It's tough. Obviously, I gotta go myself. I feel like I should definitely be up there, top five guards in class. Got to go with the other Cali native, Sky Clark, for sure. Uh, who else we got? I mean, there's a bunch of good guys. I can't just like single anybody out. I just can't. I just know too many good guards. It just, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna just go with the two Cali guys. A little bit. It's the family number. My dad wore it. My sister, or my older sister wore it. So now I just wear it just to keep the the legacy going. Last season for me was great. It brought a lot of opportunities to me from the summer and everything like that. Just playing under Coach Derek Taylor, a great coach, great guy. It helped me a lot. Him himself, he was like a mentor all year. He had a lot of pros that he had, especially then when he joined Farmar. So it was a good year for me personally. The team did pretty well. We had some rough streaks. We had times where we weren't playing as well as we should have, but we got together down the end of the stretch, so it was good. I feel like I just found more of myself in my game. Like I just realized where my spots are, what I can do to get off, and like where what my real strengths are. So just coach putting me in the right positions to succeed is where I really realize what I'm best at and where my spots are. Well, um, initially I had to leave Tav just because I had to move. So if it wasn't for that, like I was gonna move anyways. I was gonna leave that area, so I had to leave regardless. So it wasn't nothing. Me leaving had nothing to do with like Taft or like me wanting to leave necessarily. It just like was a family decision about leaving the area. So I had to go. But Rancho is a good school, a great school. Just ready to get going. COVID. Yeah, it was definitely COVID. At that time when I decided not to go anymore and stay in California to be a little closer to my grandmother and my sister who were gonna stay here anyways, no matter where I went. Because I lived in the Valley and I went to Taft, but we also originated from Long Beach, and that's where we have our main house and everything. So my grandmother, my sister would be there, and we were gonna move to Arizona, and with the COVID and then all the social injustice that was going on, everything like that, we decided that we needed to stay closer. So we chose another school in California instead. But for Dream City, I was all in. I love the coaching staff there. I've been in contact with them for like 2 years now. We definitely would have been one of the top teams in the country, which they still are, even though I didn't go. So it would have been crazy for sure. I want to win a state championship this year. I don't know what's that's going to be. With the COVID and everything, we're starting late, so I don't know if that's even going to be possible. But I want to do that. I don't know. With the awards this year, you're not really sure what they're going to be because of with starting late and everything. But my goal is I wanted to be the Gatorade State Player of the Year in California. I wanted to be first team all juniors in the max preps thing in the country. I feel like last year I got snubbed. I should have been on there for sure. So I was trying to get it this year. I can't even say. I don't even remember. I know I know there were some guards in there, I just like some of the numbers were the same, like in the same areas, things like that. I just felt like I did enough to make it for sure. But at that time, I didn't necessarily have as much national spotlight as I needed to. So I feel like if I had the same type of year in this next year with the attention I have now, I'll probably be able to get on there. You know how it goes. Sometimes whoever has the bigger name and things like that get them more pub just because they know who they are. Okay, so yeah, just things like that, and obviously I want to go to a high major college, or I've been looking into also either high major schools, universities, or even like pro options overseas or anything like that. So I've been looking at things like that. Um, Definitely, I want to leave high school. Hopefully, I get another inch, like 6'8", 210. I guess the goal of mine is to get my weight up and get a little bigger, get stronger, the vertical things like that, so I can be pro ready before I even get to college or wherever I'm gonna go. Recruitment is great. There's about 20 plus schools involved. Constantly, calls and Zooms and things like that. I'm blessed to have as many schools reaching out and have the options I do. I'm very thankful for that. Uh, but yeah, so that's recruitment is great though. Just a lot of different high major schools, mid major schools just involved. Uh, I talk to some schools more than others. I'm in contact with Arizona a lot. I talk to Arkansas a lot. Uh, there's a bunch of more schools, but yeah, that's those two probably. I never had a dream school necessarily. Like it didn't really matter. Like I didn't have like a school that I needed to go to and anything like that. But I've always just been a fan of Kentucky. I've always been like I love to watch them play and like their teams they had. So I've always been a fan of theirs for sure. But I wouldn't say it's my dream school to go to, if that makes sense. Just, I mean, obviously, just the talent they always have every year. I grew up when I was a little kid. I'll tell you a story. When I was a little kid, they were on the TV, and I forgot how old I was. Might have been like 7, 8, something like that. But I was watching Kentucky play, and they had John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, things like that. And ever since then, I just watched that game, and I just said I was a Kentucky fan. Just I love the school and everything. As I got older, obviously they still had crazy teams, so I just continued on that path. Just just a family oriented, program that just is a winning program, big conference, big time schedule. I just want to play with the best of the best, and that's really it. Location doesn't really matter. West Coast, East Coast, Midwest. Just want to go where it's best for me and wherever can help me reach my dreams the fastest. Definitely, definitely would. I looked into Lamelo Ball and RJ Hampton at Australia. Doing some research on the G League now. I haven't heard from any, the G League or anything like that yet, but just definitely looking into it. I don't really have a preference. It's just whoever is will be able to prepare me for the next level the best. I feel, and whatever would be best for me and my family. Obviously, it'd be pro stuff. So I mean, obviously contracts would be involved. I'm not really worried about that. Just really worried about getting better and being able to be prepared early for you know the NBA or whatever my uh, wherever my journey takes me. Well, definitely my family a lot. They have a big influence in everything I do. My dad, he's my right hand man, so obviously he's gonna be involved a lot. When it's that time to make the call, or if I'm down in the final three, everything. There's a couple guys I would have talk to about it. A couple of my guys, like my old coaches or something, I would get in contact with them and see what they think, or like Julius or my old coach at TAF. Like I'll reach out to them to see what they think as well. I feel like I can play in any system. You know, it, I probably for my look and the way my body type is. Maybe a fast paced system with with a offense that is somewhat positionless and interchangeable. Um, Probably, yeah, just probably fast paced, high scoring. I Yeah, pretty much. I'm not really sure exactly. I would say my work ethic. I've been blessed with some things that like the measurements, like you said earlier. But really, just staying in the lab is what I've been doing my whole life, and just I want to continue to do and just refine things that I wasn't naturally gifted with or born with. So probably I just definitely uh, on what you said, work ethic. Yeah, yeah. There's a couple guys that I like to watch. I like to watch Brad Bill a lot, Jason Tatum, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Those probably the three guys right now that I like to kind of mix in my game with. I feel like I have a little bit of each player's style of play a little bit. So That's why I like looking to those three. Let's see. I've gotten Tatum for sure. I've gotten Tatum. Uh, I've gotten a taller. Someone said like a taller Dion Waiters or something like that. Uh, I usually get scorers. You know, just guys that put the ball in the basket. Uh, my old coach at Taft, he actually seen a different side of me for sure. He's the one that really pushed me to even think more of just being a all around playmaker in general and get like be a triple double guy, on the day on the nightly. So he definitely would say like probably like just who was it? He said like Penny Hardaway or something, just to be like an all around triple double guy. Yeah. Oh, and also I got in Spencer Dinwiddie. Yeah, Dinwiddie. For me, I in general I would probably say one, two. Just I feel like I can play both. You know, I'm obviously with my size and everything, I could probably slide to the three, but that's not where I'm at my best at. That would just be minimizing my abilities, I feel like. So definitely the 1, 2 area. Yeah, I mean that's where I'm least effective at. I feel like I definitely feel like I'm best in the playmaking role and having the ball in my hands more than not. So me just being, a three man is generally a wing, play defense, shoot threes, run the floor, dunk, things like that. But for me, I have, like I said earlier, I feel like I have a whole offensive package. So in terms of, I feel like pick and rolls and things like that is something I need to have, have the ball in my hands with. So the 1, 2 is perfect. I feel like I just bring definitely besides skills and things like that. I feel like I bring just a dog mentality all around. I hate to lose. Definitely hate to lose. I'm a big time competitor. I feel like wherever I go, I'll bring a lot of toughness and grit to the team, as a whole. Super laid back, super laid back. If you see me on the court, you will get a whole different um, thinking of who I am. But as soon as I get off the court, just super laid back guy. Like joke around, chill, just yeah, that's pretty much it. But on the court, it's a different person. Biggest passion outside of basketball. Everything I do kind of revolves around basketball, I guess. I'm either playing video games, that's 2K, which is basketball. I'm either watching basketball. Uh, I like to. I'm a big family guy though, so I love hanging out with my family, being with friends, things like that. But everything I do pretty much revolves around basketball. Yeah, I like shoes. I'm into shoes. I got a nice collection of pretty nice shoes, and everything. Fashion wise, I don't like to spend too much money on clothes. Like I have nice clothes, but I don't. I'm not like the guy that's gonna be on Instagram, posting all the drip pictures and things like that. Everything that we do. I watch a lot of shows, like a lot of Netflix shows for sure. I like binge watching series, definitely, especially during this quarantine. I've watched a lot of TV, but reading, I don't do too much reading. I really don't like reading books, to be honest. If I'm gonna be honest with you, uh, I've read a couple books in school, but I never read like on my own time. Okay, let's think. It's been too many. What's the first one? I binge watched Snowfall. I watched Power and Ambitions. There's a couple shows. What else I watch? I like watching either action or like comedies. So yeah, that's it. The four apps: Snapchat, Instagram, Madden Mobile, and I guess Twitter. I snoop on Twitter a little bit once in a while. I'll probably be involved with. I'd probably want to be like either an accountant or like uh, a financial advisor, some sort for athletes. I like numbers, and I'm pretty good with money and things like that. So probably something like that. My first purchase wouldn't be a purchase. The first thing I would do with my money is give it to my mom. I would give it to her and let her, do her thing with it for her family. And then I would take a little bit on the side because if someone gave me 10 million just to spend it for myself, it'd be the most blown 10 million that you'd ever see, especially right now because I have no bills to pay, I have no mortgage or anything like that. So I'll just blow it on, accessories and things like that.
Gotcha.
So you know what? I'll give you something. I've been wanting another chain, so I'll probably get a big diamond, gold, all that stuff chain. I'll get a big chain probably. I get a pendant. I get a big 22 pendant probably. Yeah, probably rose gold too. Yeah. I don't necessarily have one. Um, I mean, I guess I could talk about basketball. I got hurt. I like pretty much broke my ankle my freshman year, right before the season started, and I came back at the very end of the season, and I kind of got, you know, I guess in middle school I was, highly ranked and everything, and a big time known player in middle school. But then freshman year, I dropped a lot after I got hurt. So just coming back my sophomore year and really blowing up again was, was pretty big for me because last summer, like I struggled a little bit in terms of, finding an AAU team to play with and, just being one of those guys that I felt like I should have been. So just coming back this year in high school and really blowing up again and doing my thing, just kind of after the injury, just I feel like that was big for me. I learned that you just got to keep working and time nothing the world never stops, so you just got to keep doing what you want to do, and you got to keep working. There's no one's going to stop for you, no one's going to wait for you to get back or wait for you to be at full health or anything. You just got to really just grind and stay true to the process. Oh well, I definitely got, what I mentioned earlier was the dog mentality was definitely from my dad. He was tough on me, like really tough on me when I was at a young age, and he just kind of, made me mentally strong. And my mom instilled the same toughness into me. She's from Kingston, Jamaica. My dad is from the Bronx, New York. So they didn't come from, super nice places or anything like that. So they definitely both installed toughness into me for sure. My dad, I probably said in the doc, but he's, my best friend, my father, all in one, my brother, everything. So, we do everything together. We watch games together. He's been my coach. He's just been a parent on the sidelines. He does everything for me really. So we're super close. I don't make any decisions without, asking my dad or talking to him about it. So, well, he's the originator of my game. Everything I know, he taught me really. He's the first person that ever trained me. So he's pretty much taught me everything I know. Obviously people have come in and shown me different things, but he's the main person that really carved my game out for sure. Uh, One thing he always tells me is never get too high or too low. Just try to stay in the middle. Never get too happy, never get too sad. In terms of with basketball and everything, there can be highs and lows. So he just always says stay even, kill. Um, I wouldn't say mentors, but I have some other people I could go to in terms of, like I got like I got like three, four people that I, consider like my uncles that I could talk to and my dad's friends or things like that. I got a couple guys I can go to for just help with anything, personally, basketball wise, just in life in general. No, not really. Not necessarily. Just nah. they're just there for me if I need them and anything like that. My dad and my mom pretty much got that taken care of with everything, so they do a great job of making sure everything is good with me. So. Well, that's the thing though. Like, besides like not having as many followers, the people that are on my account are like those type of people that are important, or like media guys and things like that. So the people that actually still are there are the ones that you know bring that uh what you say, bring the pressure and things like that. So it's nothing crazy. I still get DMs from like kids asking me like how to get offers and things like that. It's just I don't really take it. It doesn't really get to me too much. My parents are here to keep my head on straight. So it's not too much pressure. I don't feel like. Yeah, I usually respond. It's cool to I've always wanted to be that guy. I've always when I was at a young age, I've always been around a lot of top guys that got a lot of attention. So just to be one of the guys now is pretty cool. I like to respond to kids. I do, like you said, I've been doing like a lot of interviews and it's active on social media, things like that. So I enjoy it. Probably my first body, first time I dunked on somebody. Uh, I was like, what was it? It was like the beginning of my eighth grade year. We were playing in a tournament. I know you're from Utah, but you probably know what this is. The map, you know what the map is, right? Yeah, in Los Angeles. So we were just blowing this team out, pretty good team too, and we got like a fast break, and their big was chasing me, and I just kind of jumped. Like I wasn't even dunking consistently yet. Like I really like I could dunk, but it wasn't like I wasn't like going down the lane and just dunking or like dunking at will. So I just jumped, and he jumped, and like I guess him jumping like made me like react more, and like I just I just punched it on him, and that was probably the best moment for sure, the most memorable. I got some. I mean, this is kind of common, but I love anime. I watch a lot of anime. I watch One Piece, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Death Note. I watch everything. So I'm a huge anime person. Uh, let's see. I would say 4 words to describe myself. I would definitely say passionate. Uh, definitely, I'm definitely a kind person. Just I'm pretty much cool with everybody. I don't have no. I don't, it's easy for me to make friends. I would say I'm pretty social, and this is a 2 words, but I'm family oriented, if that counts. For basketball,
Basketball. Yeah, I guess basketball or just like
yeah,
in general in life.
biggest motivation. I just want to be great. It's just in life, period. I just want to do. I just want to be someone that's known and well known for being a great person, a great basketball player. Obviously, one day I want to make a lot of money. I want to take care of my family. I want to I just want to have a successful life in general. 26 years old. Okay, let's see. Obviously, I would hope to be in the NBA. I would hope to, by that time, probably hope to maybe be starting a family around that time. Hopefully, uh, I see myself basketball wise. I see myself being an all star. Hopefully, I get a championship before then. uh, let's see. Yeah, I say just being successful. You know, maybe I might get bored, might write a book or something. I don't know. I'm optimistic. Just yeah, that's sure. Remember, just being a hardworking person that just would stay true to myself and stay true to the grind, and just that's pretty much it. Well, for me, I just feel like I just don't think it even should be a problem, in terms of, the racist things that are happening and the social injustice. I feel like we're all people, and I just feel like what's wrong is wrong. Whatever race it is, the things that are happening are just wrong in general. Sadly, that they're happening mostly to African Americans, male and female, but either way, if it was someone that was Caucasian or Hispanic, it'd be wrong as well. So I just hope people open their eyes and see that either what's happening to Black people especially is wrong no matter who it is, and it shouldn't be treated differently because people are of a different color.